So what happened at the first meetup that made me think, oh, this is a thing? People were excited. People signed up in advance, and the general attitude was, finally, this exists. My name's Joseph Lang. I'm a game developer, and I'm also the creator of Game Creators Hudson Valley. This is a meetup group, an organization for people that are artists, designers, sound engineers, lawyers, whatever. If you're interested in games, this is the group. What was missing here in the Hudson Valley? Visibility. There are so many cool people doing really cool things. What I noticed is that I had to reach out to each person individually. Everything was a little siloed because we weren't all meeting in one room. There was something in the air that there is a lot of creative energy here in the Hudson Valley. It'd be nice if we could all hang out and nerd out together. I reached out to every game developer that I could find through LinkedIn and said, we should meet up for coffee, we should meet here. So when I realized, okay, the soil in the Hudson Valley is so rich for creative endeavors. And so I just planted the seed. It felt like it was time. So what happens at one of these meetups? It's a room full of excitable nerds, mad scientists, builders, makers, creators, designers, artists, sound engineers, programmers, or people that are interested in getting into it. And we all are excited to help each other out, to see, to demo, to review, to just play each other's cool things. Then we have fantastic presentations. We have talks about the industry, gamified social icebreakers. We have a lot of structure to help encourage wonderful conversations and wonderful new partnerships and friends. There have been incredible connections that have started at these meetups. I've been told by people that have found work, people that have found great talent. That is incredibly rewarding because you almost feel like a bit of a matchmaker you create the space and when people actually get jobs from that and people make collaborations or partnerships. What we started doing is having a promote yourself segment where if you're looking for work, if you're hiring, if you're looking for collaborations, you get a minute with a microphone and you tell the room, you came here with a goal, tell us your goal. And it's very rewarding when you see those connections happen. I figure if I'm making an event for game makers, let's make a game. And so the first one I did was like a social bingo. We've done where everyone co-designs a game, scavenger hunt type things. We actually had a game show be the feature. So it's just, if you're gonna be at an event and you want to network, let's make it fun. What does it take to make an event? A week before the meetups, once we have the logistics all figured out, presentation, demos, food, venue, then it's mostly marketing. It's putting posters all over Main Street. It's making sure that we let people know that have come to previous events that we have one coming up. It's making sure we can invite new people that have never heard of this thing before, that they're aware of these really cool people they're about to meet. We have a really great partner in Happy Valley and its owner, Johnny Coughlin, who has given us a really great space and works with us for food and drinks. So half the logistics are taken care of. And I'm always on the lookout for great talks. So every time I talk with somebody who's really excited about their project, I'm like, want to give a talk, want to join. And what's nice is that once people come to one, they're excited to come to the next. Was I nervous about the first meetup? Yeah, I was nervous that nobody would show up. You take all this energy, you put in all the logistics, and if nobody shows up, nobody shows up. So planning the first one, it was me making a presentation. I had extra demos ready to go. I was ready to make the meat of this event all on my own and just invite people and see what would happen. And more people were excited to bring their own demos. One thing that I did commit to when I started is that I was going to run it for at least a year, quarterly, so 4 events or so. And if it didn't work, it didn't work. But things take time to grow. Even if the first event was a flop, I was committed to just seeing it through. So what happened at the first meetup that made me think, oh, this is a thing? People were excited. People signed up in advance, and the general attitude was, finally, this exists. Last year we hosted the Global Game Jam. Why did we do it and what is it? The Global Game Jam is an international event where people build a game over a weekend. You build a team, you figure out an idea, and you make a game. You make a game by Sunday. The Global Game Jam is the most intense weekend in a game developer's year. Saturday is a lot of rush and crunch and everything in between. And Sunday around noon, we all present and pat ourselves on the back and try to take a nap. Why would we do that? It's like a Super Bowl of intense energy, but you're not competing against anybody else. You're competing against yourself and the clock. And with that, there's this really intense creative energy that you can feel in the air. Everyone is excited and it's full of that maker energy that deserves a home here in the Hudson Valley. I think every time that somebody comes and they're so excited about the topic that they're talking about that they just need a room full of enthusiastic listeners, then no matter what the specific subject is, it's going to be a wonderful talk. If you feel like you need a soapbox to vent your frustrations in the industry, the exciting new feature just came out in audio design, tell us about it. This is a room of eager listeners that want to learn about new things. I may not be a sound engineer, but I want to hear about sound engineering from somebody that's excited to talk about it. The most exciting talks are when people are excited to give talks. So why start this now? I love the Hudson Valley. I was born and raised here, and by the time that I started looking for a career, I had to leave to California to find one. And I did, and it was great and wonderful, and I was able to participate and eventually organize meetups around games and virtual reality. And when I came back, what I realized is there are really cool things happening, things that I wished existed when I was growing up, things that I wish were happening when I was looking for a career. All I want to do is help support the creation of this in different ways. I built a virtual reality class for middle schoolers over in Newburgh. This is a class that I wish existed when I was in middle school. These meetup groups are just events that I wish existed when I was looking for work. And also just we all could use them at any point. The industry is volatile and we could all use each other's support at any time. I wanted to bring that skill set that I have of teaching, of event organizing, and bring it home. What does the future of Game Creators Hudson Valley look like? I think it's going to grow in that it's going to be much more than me running events. I see partnerships with local businesses that are just as excited about this as we are. I see people stepping up and saying, hey, why aren't we doing an event in this specific area that I have expertise in? More jam days, more launch parties, co-working events, demo days. I want people to feel excited enough to say, oh, I'm gonna jump in and run my own event, because that's how we really make this thing grow. I could see how this thing can grow exponentially. We are very close to the city. We also are unique in that the Hudson Valley has its own culture that we want to protect. And so I want to ensure that there's support, that there's partnerships in place, that if anybody feels inspired to do their own type of an event, that they know all the steps that they need to and they feel supported in their explorations. And this is passing the torch to the community so we can all create events that we feel are impassioned and we all feel supported in doing that. What do I want somebody to know about what we're building? My experience has mostly been programmer-centric events where we're programmers talking about programmer things, and I was very intentional with the offset of this whole endeavor that this is meant for everybody. This is for designers, sound, anybody that is excited about games, this is the room for you. What do I want somebody watching this to know about what we're building here? I want people to know that you're a maker as soon as you decide that you're a maker. As soon as you decide that this is something you want to explore, and we have a room full of friends you haven't met yet.